All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive with us. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Detective Conan film, Detective Conan, the Million-dollar Pentagram. So if you're ready for like hidden treasures and stolen swords and maybe even a little bit of romance.
Ooh, romance.
Then, buckle up because this is going to be a fun one.
It sounds exciting. I always love it when they bring in like a little bit of that extra element to the cases.
Yeah, it can't all be just like, explosions and yes.
Right, exactly. Keeps things interesting.
So we've got a review of this theme today that we're going to be kind of picking apart and seeing what we can learn.
So lay it on me. What's the review say? What's the basic premise here?
Okay, so basically we have, guess who? Kaito Kid.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, of course, right? Kaito Kid's got to be involved. So he's up to his usual tricks. He steals these two wakizashi swords that are supposedly connected to a hidden treasure. And then, of course, this treasure is tied to a family, the Onoe family.
Yeah.
So, Conan's on the case naturally. He's teamed up with Heiji and Kazuha.
Oh, nice. A little team-up action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we got that dynamic going. And, of course, come on, it wouldn't be a Detective Conan movie if there wasn't
a murder.
A murder, exactly. Gotta have the murder mystery.
Yeah. But I'm really intrigued by this treasure hunt angle. Like you said, treasure hunts aren't new to Detective Conan. Like, we had that whole thing with the Saint Courts and the 14th Target. But what makes this one special? What did the review say about how they handle it this time?
Yeah, it sounds like it's very intricately woven with the mystery itself, So it's not just like a side thing. The clues to the treasure are actually like essential to solving the murder mystery as well.
Oh, wow. So it's like a double mystery.
Exactly, yeah. And then the review mentions all these like twists and turns. So just when you think you've got it figured out.
Bam. Another curveball, huh?
Totally, yeah. So it seems like they really like ramped up that aspect of it.
So it sounds like it's got the mystery element down pat. But what about the visuals? The review raved about the animation, especially during the action sequences. What stood out to you?
Yeah, they actually specifically called out Heiji's sword fighting scenes.
Oh man, Heiji with a sword. Always a good time.
Exactly. And knowing Heiji, I bet those scenes were pretty epic. Did any particular visual moment stand out to you from the review?
Actually, yeah. The reviewer highlighted this really cool scene with Kaito Kid. Naturally, he's escaping with the treasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like silhouetted against the moon. And the reviewer was just gushing about how they use like the light and shadow. So it was breathtaking.
Oh, I love that. I mean, that's what I love about these movies is they don't just tell a good story, but they always do such a good job of just making things visually stunning.
Yeah. They up the ante every time.
Totally. Yeah. But, it's not all car chases and explosions and Kaito Kid shenanigans, right? Because the review also spent a good chunk of time talking about like the character dynamics.
Yeah.
Especially Heiji and Kazuha's relationship.
Oh, juicy. So what's going on with those two crazy kids in this one? Did they finally confess their undying love for each other, or?
Well, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but
okay, fair enough.
But the reviewer did mention that it's like a key element in the film. Like their relationship is like developing amidst all this chaos of the case.
Understandably. I mean, trying to find a hidden treasure and solve a murder mystery, that's got to put a strain on any relationship.
Yeah, you'd think, right? And then on top of that, you throw Momiji Ooka into the mix.
Uh-oh. Love triangle alert.
Yep. And the reviewer was like praising that element, like saying how it adds all this emotional depth to the story.
I can see that. Because then you're not just worried about whether they'll solve the case, but also how all this is going to affect their relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, are Heiji and Kazuha going to finally, admit their feelings for each other? What's going to happen with Momiji? And then on top of all that, you still have to solve the murder and find the treasure. It's like multi-layered.
It's that perfect Detective Conan blend. You get your action, your mystery, and then those little character moments that just tug at your heartstrings.
Right. That's what keeps me coming back for more.
Me too, honestly. I mean, come on. How can you not love these characters?
And speaking of coming back for more, the review gives this movie 2 thumbs up. Like they were saying it's great for longtime fans.
Of course.
But also newcomers as well.
That's awesome, because sometimes these later movies, it feels like you need to have seen, like, the entire series to understand what's going on.
Right. But it sounds like with this one, they did a good job of kind of, like, balancing those two audiences.
Yeah, and I think they're right. Because, like you were saying, it has all the classic Detective Conan elements, right? The intricate mystery, the clever deductions, the crazy action sequences.
Right, the gadgets.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have those gadgets. But then it also brings in those fresh elements with the treasure hunt and the developing character relationships. So, yeah, it's like the best of both worlds.
Well, there you have it. Our deep dive into the world of Detective Conan. The Million-dollar Pentagram. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go add this movie to my watch list right now.
Same here. I'm already picturing myself, sitting down with a big bowl of popcorn, ready to get lost in another Conan adventure.
But before we go, I want to leave you with this. Imagine you're right there alongside Conan and Heiji. What kind of clues would you be looking for in this treasure hunt? What details would catch your eye?
Ooh, that's a good one. I guess that's the fun of Detective Conan, right? Getting to put on your detective hat and try to solve the case alongside these iconic characters.
Exactly. So if this deep dive has piqued your interest, I highly recommend checking out the movie, or even, diving into some of the classic Detective Conan cases. There are like 1,000 episodes to explore.
1,000. Wow.
That's a lot. You'll never run out of mysteries. But, yeah, who knows what other mysteries will unravel together in future deep dives.
I can't wait to find out.
Stay curious and keep those detective senses sharp.
Until next time.
See ya.